Good evening. Welcome to Beer Bellies. I'm Nate.
I'm Ronnie.
Tonight we are drinking Belgian Whites.
Can I hang my nose?
No, just nose it.
Curling up. So what we've got tonight is the traditional Blue Moon. The second one is Cigar City Florida Cracker. And our third beer is Bell's Bright White. And we also, of course, have some oranges to go with these. We're going to try the beers without the oranges first. Let's start with the Blue Moon. That's the classic one. So just looking at the colors right away, the Blue Moon looks much more orange and much more hazy than the other two. Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
It's got a citrus smell up front.
Let me smell out of my good nostril.
It's a light flavor too. It does have that traditional Belgian yeast right up front. It's one of the characteristics of the Blue Moon Belgian White. Very, very citrusy. It's I would call it a light flavor, but I wouldn't call it a fruity beer.
Yeah, it's just a light beer. I don't know.
I'm gonna move on to the Florida Cracker. I feel like this smells even lighter, but it has kind of the same tones to it.
It looks lighter.
Yeah, the
Color,
comparison
right?
of the color, yep.
Maybe a little more murky, but lighter color. Almost like a lemonade.
It's more of a yellow than orange.
Yeah.
It's lacking that Belgian yeast flavor to it.
Yeah, it's got more of a citrus to it.
Mm-hmm. This tastes more like an American beer to me. It is still citrusy. You can tell it's in the same category, but I think it's got a little bit less of that that Belgian punch and a little less citrus punch as well.
I feel like maybe a little more carbonation.
A little fizzier.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, lastly,
feel
moving
that
on to the Bell's Bright White.
All right. Let's drink it.
This one smells like traditional Pilsner beer. Huh. Tastes just like beer, too.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're getting away with calling this a Belgian White.
So here's the issue I have with this beer is that I'm a big fan of Bell's Two Hearted.
Yeah.
Thinking, all right, they did the Two Hearted nice. They'll probably do this one nice, too.
Speaking of Two Hearted, you can see a link to Two Hearted right here.
Yes. Somewhere in that area. Above us. Maybe it's below us. I don't know.
It's not down here.
This has a taste that it just leaves a stinky taste in your mouth, man.
The aftertaste is not good on this.
No.
I'm disappointed.
It's very rare that I try a beer and off the first taste, I'm just like, ah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the reaction I had.
I agree with you on that. Let's see if the oranges change anything with these guys. So back to the Blue Moon. So let's take a drink and then squeeze it in and take another drink and see what the difference is.
Sounds good.
What are you getting?
Yeah, it obviously has more citrus, but I'm not getting an improvement on the taste on this.
I'm just tasting orange with beer.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily to me bringing out anything in the beer. It's just adding something in addition to the beer. Let's try the Florida Honky.
All right.
Cracker. Yeah, same thing here. I'm just tasting the beer with some orange mixed in. It's not like the cookies with the IPAs where it really changed the flavor of it.
It might cut down that carbonation a little bit. You get less of that like Pop Rocks taste.
All right, let's try this last one with the Bell's White. Yep, not doing much.
No.
So this beer remains
disappointing.
Something of a disappointment, but let's talk cost. The Blue Moon got a 12-pack of it for $14, which puts it at about 10 cents an ounce. And then these guys I picked up in a mix of 6. That puts it at almost what I would almost set the craft beer bar at now, which is 14 cents an ounce. So the Blue Moon's fairly cheap compared to the two. And I think it probably tastes better too.
Yeah, it might be the best option.
Maybe these guys are lacking the coriander that Blue Moon boasts. I think, if you're into Belgian Whites, you can try these, but you'll probably end up going back to the Blue Moon. How about ABV? Let's look at these. The Bright White, 5%. The Florida Caucasian, 5.5. And the Blue Moon, 5.4. So they're all rather similar in terms of ABV. And they all fall into that category that I would consider sessionable in terms of the alcohol content.
Yeah, I just can't get past that taste.
If you like cheap Pilsners and you want to taste something just a little more summery, you could go for the Bright White. But that's kind of what you're going to get. To me, this might as well be like a PBR with some orange squeezed into it.
Yeah, I might almost prefer a PBR.
Because it's tried and true.
So I will say this about the Bright White. I had a sweeter treat with it afterwards.
Okay.
And it got rid of that nasty aftertaste.
Okay. As far as food goes for me, I really wouldn't seek these out with any meals. So 3 quick points here. I think that the Florida Cracker and the Bright White don't actually have much of that traditional Belgian yeast flavor to them. The Blue Moon is the best flavor and the lowest price. And lastly, I don't feel like the orange really does much to the beer itself other than just have an orange in it.
So I'm gonna say the Bright White kind of tastes like pee-pee. Florida Cracker here, I just can't get over the fizzy bubble taste. And Blue Moon, it's Blue Moon. We're all familiar with it.
All right, well, with that, I want to thank you for watching this episode of Beer Bellies. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave any requested reviews in the comments. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, well, hopefully I can say it in a way that still tickles you naturally.